Hey guys, this is Scott of ET Database, and I found something in South Carolina. It's called the PD Islands. Now, they might be scientifically identified as eddies or islands, but let me show you the facts. Now, what you're looking at is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 islands. Each and every one of these are perpendicular to the next. Each and every one of these is bigger than the next. Small, big, biggest, small, smallest. Now that should be impossible. You got one main big one in the center, two smaller ones on the side, and the smallest on the ends. Guys, these are five islands. And this is not an island here. This is a building over here. You see a building over there. You can see they're all linear to each other. And these red lines going this direction is at a perfect 45-degree angle. It's unbelievable. And I'm going to show you the facts. And I'm going to show you a lot more. But I believe these to be exits and entrances to an underground base 6 kilometers or so below South Carolina. Let's look at this on Google Earth. What you're looking at right now is a PDF of the PD Island area. Now this is from 1954 and they did a survey and they're calling them eddies. That's fine. I don't care what you call them. I kind of know what they already are, and they've been around forever, but this is one of the oldest documents I can find on these PD Islands. And as you come down, you'll see photographs of the area, and you'll see the area. It's just huge. There's more going under the water that we don't see. There's more that they've mapped, and there's a whole bunch of them in the area. But the fact is, they're at kind of a 45-degree angle here. It's just unbelievable. Look at this one. 45-degree angle. North 45-degree west. North 45-degree west. Look at that. That's absolutely perfect. That should be impossible. That should absolutely be impossible, and yet it is mapped out by the US government. Look at this, 45-degree angle. Now these are exact same ones we were looking at. Now if you look at the short ways, it's a quarter of a mile, half a mile. But on Google Earth, I'm going to show you it's actually more. So what do you think about this, guys? This is just crazy. Perfect 45-degree angles. Perfect 45-degree angles. I mean, that should not be possible. These ones, I'm not even sure. But look at that. That is just incredible. Let's look at this on Google Earth. Here we are with Google Earth. So let's click go to the PD Islands, and it goes right to South Carolina. Now, as we come in, you can see them standing out really well. But let's measure the largest. Let's measure the largest one coming up to Google Ruler. And now I'm going to come over here and click measure, and there, 1.8 kilometers, or if you want to go with miles, 1.17 miles. Guys, that's huge. That's huge. But you know, UFOs have been reported by pilots around the world being bigger than that. So that's just pretty amazing. But let's clear that, come over and come down to the smallest one. Come down here, go to the smallest, and there you go. Half a mile, almost perfect. And if you go to kilometers, 0.88 kilometers. That is incredible, guys. Now let's look at this a little bit differently. Let's look at this through time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this one's man-made. This is man-made. You see these farmed out areas where they have structures and stuff over here, and this line. This is not one of them, guys. This is not one of them there. So okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's go through time. Let's look at the time machine. And this is way back, but let's go back to 1994. 1994. It actually hides these PD Islands. Back in 1994, they didn't want them visible. How is that possible? As you zoom in, they're covered up. You zoom out, you can see them sort of, but as you zoom in, They're covered up. But then eventually in 2003, they gave up. They gave up with trying to cover them up. That's nice. Come over to 2005, 2006, 2007, 2009, 2009, 2011, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and go back to today. So that's just incredible to me, and it seems to be incredible proof. Mathematically, this should be impossible. Statistics says this should be impossible, and yet there it is, perfectly linear to each other. Okay guys, here we are with the linear colorized version that I made for you. I want you to think about this. Maybe you don't believe in it, but think about it for a while, then come back and comment. This is just unbelievable, and if you're really into statistics and mathematics, you'll go into there, Google Earth it, measure everything, and you'll find that the probabilities of this are so minute, you probably have a better chance of winning the lottery. So guys, I believe this is an underground alien base entrance, and each one's a different size for a different ship that's allowed in through this area. Scott C. Waring, ET Database. Like and subscribe.